2-1 that time. Able to get Greenlee swinging for strike two. Count even at two apiece. The 2-2 pitch. Greenlee sends it into right. And an excellent catch made out in right field. Towson getting the leadoff batter out. And it is a Delaware lineup with a lot of firepower. We're going to see Aaron Graber stepping in now. Graber, a JUCO transfer out of Rowan College of South Jersey, having a very successful season, hitting 292 on the year thus far with an OPS over 1,000. 10 home runs on the year thus far, just lagging behind the man we're going to see next batting on deck, Joey Lloyd, for the team lead. As that first pitch from Luzak found the zone for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. That one going to be left in the infield. Easy play made there at second base from Casey Bishop and Towson getting the first two batters out.
Now batting the third baseman, number 29, Joey Loin.
So we'll now see Joey Loin batting third for the Blue Hens. Loin back-to-back first-team All-CAA appearances, well on his way to a third one this year. That's the first pitch from Luzak. Finds his zone for strike one again. Is off to a good start thus far. The 0-1 pitch, just left it outside the corner. Going to be even up the count up one apiece for Lloyd. Lloyd had to think about that one. Going to watch strike two cross the plate. The 1-2 pitch coming in from Luzak. That one's going to be fouled off there by Lloyd to keep that bat alive. So another 1-2 coming in from Luzak. That time, able to get Lloyd swinging and missing, and Luzak goes 1-2-3 here at the top of the first. Towson's offense getting set to go to work, and we come back here on Flow Sports. We are back live from Sherholtz. Towson looking to take advantage of a great first inning from Andrew Luzak. Pitching for Delaware is going to be a bit of a homecoming now for Doug Morose, who pitched for this Towson team in his freshman year, junior out of Montgomery County, Maryland. Morose ended up transferring to Hartford Community College, back up at the D1 CAA level, this time for the other side.
For the Tigers, the center fielder, number 25, Cole Stefano.
Be leading off against Cole Stefano as this Towson offense looks to get to work. First pitch, fastball outside for a 1-0. Strike there from Rose on the second pitch, evens the count up at 1 apiece. Stefano batting .270 on the year thus far. As the 1-1 pitch comes in, Stefano will watch it, and it'll be a 1-2 count. One-two pitch, way outside. Count even at 2 apiece. Stefano going to swing on the 2-2, and it's just going to curve foul. Another 2-2 from Rose, that time going to be left in the infield. Into the glove of Dangler and up to the first baseman Ludman. Leadoff batter out for the Tigers.
Now batting the shortstop, number 3, Jordan.
It'll leave nobody on and 1 out for Jordan Payton, Cup batting second for Towson. First pitch comes in. Payton swings on it. It's going to be into right field. Making the play in fair territory was Graber, and Towson quickly down to their last batter, to their last out of the inning.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 12, Elijah Dickerson.
Nobody on and 1 out for Elijah Dickerson. First pitch there from Rose missed outside. Dickerson batting .340 on the year thus far. Towson's most reliable bat up to date. As Rose lifts another one outside to the left. It's the 2-0 pitch coming into Dickerson. And again, Dickerson going to watch it miss outside. Rose going to try to find the zone of this 3-0 pitch. Dickerson will watch across the plate. Strike 1. This one going to be into the shortstop's hands. Easy play made over at first, and both teams go without a run in this first inning. Delaware's offense looks to crack through, and we come back here on Flow.
After the first inning, the
I told him, I'll give you Mixon in my first round pick. He said, I can do that. And then he sent me the offer.
Both pitchers were able to work out a 1-2-3 inning in the first inning. Andrew Luzak hoping for an encore here as he takes the mound for Towson's top of the second. Leading off for the Blue Hens will be Andrew Amato in the cleanup spot. Hitting .287 on the year, one of these many power bats in this Delaware lineup.
leading off, the left fielder, number 17, Andrew Amato.
Andrew Amato hoping to put the first hit on the board for the Blue Hens today. As he swings on this first pitch, fouls it off. The 0-1 again fouled off and right. The 0-2 pitch from Luzak. Good take there from Amato. He gets on the board in this at bat. Count still 1-2 in Luzak's favor. Pitch coming in, and Amato able to foul it off again. Another 1-2 coming in from Luzak. This one will stay in the infield. Bryce Frederick coming over to first base, and again, Towson able to get the leadoff batter out. Luzak working very well through this lineup thus far.
11, Chris Dangler.
Chris Dangler stepping up now with nobody on and one out, hitting .304 on the year. Luzak's first pitch to him, high up in the zone, and it's going to be a ball. The 1-0. Dangler had to duck his way out of that one. Tough call for the ump. It's going to be a 2-0 count. Luzak trying to settle back down this 2-0 pitch. This one going to be fouled off for the first strike. Dangler still ahead, up 2-1 at the count. That pitch had some movement, but ump's going to rule it a ball, so Dangler now up 3-1 in the count. The 3-1 pitch again, missing up high in the zone, and Dangler is going to be the first base runner for either side today. He's going to reach first with a walk.
Now batting the designated hitter number 5, Aiden Stewart.
He's 1 on and 1 out for Aiden Stewart. Sophomore out of Victor, New York, hitting .232 on the year in the DH role. Fastball finding the strike zone there from Luzak for the first strike. The 0-1 that time, missing out in the zone. Count even at 1 apiece. This one going to be the first hit of the day. And they're going to try to get Dangler over to third. They'll hold him off at second. So a couple of runners get on base for the Blue Hens as their offense tries to put something on the board.
Now batting the catcher number 31, Jose Armando Diaz.
The catcher Jose Armando Diaz coming up to the plate now with 2 on and 1 out. Trying to do some damage here to this Towson defense. First pitch missing outside, and I think Luzak's going to try to be a bit more careful with his placement here. Getting him a bit of a jam against a very potent Delaware lineup. As Diaz lifts one high and into foul territory. The 1-1 pitch. That time able to find the zone on the off speed. Diaz goes down 1-2 in the count. The 1-2 pitch, a fastball, and it's going to be ruled ball two, excuse me. Really good take there from Diaz. He works his way back up in this at bat. So 2-2 pitch coming in. This one going to be ruled a fair ball. And that's going to be ruled a fielder's choice. Excellent play made there in third from Tay Robinson. Be the second out of the inning.
Now batting the first baseman, number 16, Eric Ludman.
So Eric Ludman now taking the plate for Delaware. Diaz still able to reach first off that fielder's choice. So it'll be one in scoring position here as Ludman will watch ball one miss down low. That time, Luzak able to find the zone for strike one. The 1-1 pitch. Contact made. Bishop able to get there from second base. Flips over to Frederick, and Towson holds Delaware to back-to-back scoreless innings to start this one. They'll try to get this to the scoreboard themselves. We come back here on Flow Sports. Towson's offense getting ready for work here as we get set for the bottom of the second from Sherholtz Park. Bit of a pitcher's duel thus far, 1.5 innings through, which is not what I expected because both these teams make up for two of the three worst ERAs in the conference thus far. Delaware at a 6.94, Towson at a mark of 7.15. Delaware's offense has really carried their team thus far this season, but the bullpen has definitely kept teams in games. Towson hoping that trend continues. With the slugger, Bryce Frederick leading off for the Tigers, batting .268 on the year. Leading the team in homers with 8. Been this team's best power bat for his whole career here as his first pitch from a Rose finds the strike zone for strike one. Frederick will lift this one high in the center. Got a lot of hang time, and Greenlee was able to get under it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting the third baseman, number 7, Tay Robinson.
So nobody on, nobody out. Nobody on and one out, excuse me, as Tay Robinson hopes to be Towson's first base runner of the day. Robinson, redshirt freshman, transferred from the College of Charleston, having a successful season for the Tigers so far. Fastball from Rose finds the zone for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. It's on a bit of a breaking ball there. Going to be ruled ball one, so it's supposed to count up even. This one, contact made right into Loin's glove. Throw made at first base. And in very short order, the Tigers quickly down to their last out.
Second baseman, number 8, Casey Bishop.
Be the second baseman, Casey Bishop, now taking the batter's box. As Towson's getting close to their bottom of the order. Shows bunt here. The first pitch going to be fouled off. The 0-1 pitch coming in from Rose almost hit Bishop there to leave the count even at 1 apiece. The 1-1 pitch. Bishop swings on the fastball and misses. The 1-2 pitch. Missing up high. Bishop evens the count up at 2 apiece. The 2-2 made contact with Bishop's bat. Can be ruled foul. Count stays even at 2. Swings on the 2-2. Going to go into the right. And it'll just die before the wall in Aaron Graber's glove. Towson goes down 1-2-3. We are scoreless through 2. See if that changes when we come back here on Flow Sports.
Back to the second.
I really wanted a young running back, young wide receiver.
No score through 2 innings here at Shoreholtz, as Delaware is back to their bottom of the order. And you look at this Delaware lineup, so many power bats you have to face. And then you get to the last batter hitting 9th, and it's a guy hitting 297 in Brett Lesher, who'll be leading off for the Hens. Andrew Luzak's had a couple of good innings here. Got a couple of base runners in the last inning, but was able to work his way out of the jam. As we will be seeing Brett Lesher here leading off for the Hens. His first pitch coming in from Luzak. Lesher swings at it and he fouls it off for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, that time a breaking ball, finds the zone for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Looks like Lesher was just able to foul it off. Stay alive in the at-bat. Be another 0-2 coming in from Luzak. And that time, able to get Lesher swinging and missing for the second strikeout of the day.
Back to the top. Now batting the center fielder, number 1, Bryce Greenlee.
So Luzak, for the third straight time, is able to get Delaware's leadoff hitter out. as they are back up to the top of the order with Greenlee, who flew out in his first appearance. And there, Greenlee had a duck out of the curveball from Luzak, and he ruled ball one. 1-0 pitch. Fouled off by Greenlee to even the count up at 1. Greenlee makes contact here. It's into the glove of Payton, and they're able to get him out of first base. So Towson, again, getting the first couple of batters out from the Hens. He's trying to keep this game scoreless through 3.
Now batting the right fielder, number 22, Aaron Graber.
Aaron Graber taking the plate for his second appearance. Grounded out and back in the first. Fastball fell right down the middle for strike 1 from Luzak. The 0-1 pitch. Graber lifts it high into left. It's out of play. Teddy Robinson tried his best at it, but it's going to end up in the Towson dugout for a foul ball. So Luzak will step back on the mound for another 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Right down the middle for strike 3. Andrew Luzak is feeling it thus far today with a couple of strikeouts. Keeping Delaware scoreless. Towson trying to crack Moreau's when we come back here on Flow Sports.
Leading off for the Tigers, the right fielder, number 5, Jeremy Wagner.
It's now Doug Moreau's turn to face the bottom of Towson's order as Jeremy Wagner is set to lead off for Towson here as we are scoreless through 2.5 at Sherholtz Park. Towson hoping this half inning can provide some offensive fireworks as the first pitch from Moreau's finds his zone for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Time missing down and right. Wagner watches even the count up at 1 apiece. The 1-1 pitch that time fouled off out of play by Wagner. Goes down 1-2 in the count. Towson is 0 for 6 from their first 6 hitters. 1-2 pitch from Wagner going into right. Graber chasing after it. And it is over the wall. And Towson strikes first off a solo shot from Jeremy Wagner. Towson 0 for 6, but the 7 times the charm. Towson, the Tigers finally go up on the board 1-0.
catcher, number 17, Brian Heckelman.
It's Jeremy Wagner's first homer of the year thus far. Brian Heckelman also has one as he takes the play here for the Tigers, looking to add to their momentum. The 0-1 pitch. Heckelman also lifts this one to right, that time to foul territory. Goes down 0-2 in the count. The 0-2 pitch there from Rose to Wagner to Heckelman, misses down low. The count is 1-2 as Heckelman lifts this one into the infield, be able to make the play up at first base. So nobody on and one out for Ryan Williamson. As we have hit the bottom of Towson's order, Williamson batting ninth for the Tigers. Williamson shows bunt on that first pitch. Looks like they'll be trying to get back to the top of the order here. That time taking a swing at it into right, but foul territory. Goes on 0-2 in the count. Another 0-2 pitch, that time fouled off in the opposite direction, heading into the Towson dugout. Count remains 0-2 in Morose's favor. That 0-2 pitch missing down and right for ball one. Another miss down that same spot, and Williamson's even up in the count. Two-two pitch coming in from Rose, and again fouled off by Williamson, who's made this a very competitive at-bat here. Another 2-2 pitch coming in from Rose, and again another foul ball. Someone in the crowd just couldn't make the catch. Somebody got into their eyes there. As Rose misses on the 2-2 and the count's at full. The 3-2 pitch. Williamson swings at it, and it looks like it'll be routine play made there at center from Greenlee. So Towson down to their last out of the inning.
After the third inning, the score is Towson 1, Delaware 0.
So we are back up to the top of the order now with Cole Stefano taking the batter's box. Stefano 0 for 1, grounded out in the first inning. First pitch from Rose missing outside. As Rose's pitch counting up to 41 through 2.2 innings. Again, having a bit of a tough time finding the zone in these last couple of at-bats. Count even at one apiece. On one pitch that time. Got Stefano to chase there. It's going to be strike two. 1-2 pitch. Stefano swung on it, missed, and that's going to be a third out of the inning. So Towson able to add one on the board off a solo shot from Jeremy Wagner. They take a 1-0 lead into the fourth inning, and we come back here on Flow Sports.
After
Andrew Luzak was able to strike out Joey Loynd back in the first inning. He faced him to lead off this top of the fourth, where the Tigers have a 1-0 lead off a solo homer from Jeremy Wagner back in the bottom of the third. Been a very successful outing from both pitchers.
the third baseman, number 29, Joey Loynd.
Both teams are only 1 for 10 on the day, but Towson's got the hit that's mattered most. Let's put them up top by 1. Joey Loynd hopes he can represent the equalizer for the Hens. As the first pitch from Luzak, a breaking ball, finding the zone for strike 1. Splits the first couple of pitches. 1-1 count. Ooh. Fastball there, missed and almost hit Loynd. Let's leave the count up at 2-1 in his favor. Two-one pitch. Loynd makes contact into Bishop's glove. Easy play made there at first base by Frederick. And again, for the fourth straight time, Luzak able to get shut down Delaware's leadoff hitter.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 17, Andrew Amato.
It'll be Andrew Amato taking the plate now with nobody on and 1 out. Again, contact right into Bishop's glove. He's been pretty busy today. Up to the challenge, and the Tigers get the first 2 hitters out in very short order.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 11, Chris Dangler.
Chris Dangler was Delaware's first base runner on the day. Took a walk back in the second inning. Hoping to get something going for the Hens here, who have not been able to solve Luzak thus far. As he fouls off that first pitch from Luzak. Be an 0-1 count. Breaking ball there, finds his own for strike 2. Pitch 51 from Luzak, gets him swinging and missing. That is the 4th strikeout of the day, and it has held Delaware scoreless. They have had no answer for number 31 on the mound. Tigers up 1-0, looking to add to it when we come back here on Flow Sports. Been a pitcher's duel through 3.5 innings here at Sherholtz Park. Towson has the upper hand off a 1-0 with a 1-0 lead, trying to add to it as we are back up to their top of the order. Jordan Payton batting second.
The shortstop, number 3, Jordan Payton.
Leading off for the Tigers here is Payton. Doug Morose has tossed 44 pitches, only giving up 1 earned run, but it was off a solo shot from Wagner back in the third. First pitch, missing up high from Morose, missing in that spot these last couple of innings. Quickly get down to the 1-0. It's going to be right into Loin's glove. And ready for it at first base was Ludman. And both these pitchers have really been able to get the leadoff hitters for either side out in relatively short order. Only took 1 pitch there for Morose to sit Payton down. Leave nobody on and 1 out for Elijah Dickerson, who grounded out in the first inning. The watch ball 1, miss outside. Couple of quick misses there from Morose has Dickerson up 2-0 in the count. The 2-0 pitch. And again, missing in that same spot, high and outside to the left. And Dickerson is now up 3-0. He'll swing on the 3-0. And perhaps a bit ill-advised there. It'll be the second out for the Tigers.
Now batting the first baseman, number 26, Bryce Frederick.
Yes, you don't often see a swing on that 3-0, but Dickerson saw a pitch he liked, just couldn't get the contact he wanted on it, and leave nobody on and 2 out for Bryce Frederick. First pitch from Frederick right into Morose's glove. And in very short order, Morose goes 1-2-3 to shut Towson down here in the 4th. Top of the 5th for you when we come back here on Flow Sports. Through 4 innings, it has been a fantastic pitcher's duel here at Sherholtz Park. Both teams' lineups only 1 for 13 on the day. Andrew Luzak hoping to stay up to the challenge as he's set to face the bottom of the Delaware order. Facing off against Aiden Stewart, the only Delaware hitter that's been able to crack him thus far today, with a single back in the 2nd inning.
Leading off, the designated hitter, number 5, Aiden Stewart.
Delaware lineup has not been able to solve Luzak thus far today. Uncharacteristically quiet thus far for a team that's 2nd in the CAA in total runs scored on the year. So definitely a big feather in Luzak's cap to be able to hold them scoreless through 4. First pitch from Luzak missed outside for ball 1. Fastball, couldn't find it down low. Stewart goes ahead 2-0 on the count. 2-0. That time able to find the zone for strike one. Two one pitch. Oh, bounces off the glove of Peyton, and it looks like Stewart's going to reach on an E6. Jordan Payton just couldn't field it off the ground there, and Stewart again able to reach base safely.
Now batting the catcher, number 31, Jose Armando Diaz.
That's not a good one.
Jose Armando Diaz hoping that can start some momentum, as looks like Stewart was getting a pretty good lead off there from first base. Not a very aggressive base stealing team is Delaware, but Stewart still got some wheels on him. 2 for 2 on his stolen base opportunities thus far this year. Stays put that time around as Luzak just misses on ball 2. Luzak takes a look at Stewart before getting ready for this 2-0 pitch. That time missing outside, and Diaz now up 3-0 in the count. The 3-0 pitch easily into the zone for the first strike. Pitch. It's going to be a hit, and Stewart got a good lead off there, and he's going to head up over to third base, sliding into it. And there are now runners on either corner here for the Blue Hens. No outs either. So it looks like Delaware finally able to get some momentum here within their offense. Starting to wake up a little bit.
Now batting the first baseman, number 16, Eric Ludman.
Eric Ludman now taking the plate, looking to send the first Delaware run across the plate. First pitch finds it for strike one. Diaz got a pretty good lead off there at first base. We'll see if they try to send him as well to get 2 in scoring position. As Lohman down 0-1 the count, that second pitch has some carry out to the left. Heckleman had to hop out of this spot to get it. Leaving the count up at 1 apiece, as Luzak's pitch count is across 60 on the day. This will be pitch 63 for him. And it will miss down low for ball 2. Two-one pitch. Ludman was able to make contact with it for a foul ball. It's going to be strike 2. Count now even at 2 apiece. The 2-2 pitch. Belted into right, into foul territory. So Ludman stays alive in the at-bat. Two fouled off again. So he may have stung Ludman a little bit, working his way back into the batter's box. Still no outs for Towson thus far. As the first couple of hitters got on base, and it looks like Max Simpson is warming up in the Towson bullpen. So we'll see how long the leash Luzak has here as he tries to pick off Diaz at first base. Finally setting another 2-2, and again, this one fouled way off into foul territory. So he's going to be on the roof of Burdick Hall there as we just about an hour through. Another 2-2 try there. It's going to be fouled off again. Ludman is fighting his way through this at-bat as he's working Luzak's pitch count up to close to 70. Another 2-2 pitch comes in, and that time one will cross the plate as Ludman will finally bring home the first Delaware run on the day. We are even up at 2 apiece, and still no outs as Delaware ties it on the RBI single. And it looks like that'll be enough for us to get a mound visit here. Pitching coach Mike Ruppenthal heading out for a quick chat with Luzak and company. Had a really good start from Luzak. Was able to go. Only gave up 1 run his first time through the Delaware lineup, but again, like I said at the top of the show, this is one of the top offenses in the conference, and showing it why this inning, you just have so many dangerous options throughout the lineup. Starting to show some cracks here as we just about 3:57 here at Sherholtz Park. Beautiful day here in Towson. Looks like it will be Luzak staying in for at least this at-bat. It'll be Brett Lesher coming in. Lesher struck out in his first appearance. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Luzak hoping for a similar success the second time facing him. Actually going to show a bunt here. It's going to stay fair. Coming in from third is Robinson, and he's not going to be able to make the throw. So that bunt works as perfectly as it could have gone from Lesher. It'll load the bases up for the Blue Hens as they go right back up to the top of the order.
Now batting the center fielder, number 1, Bryce Greenlee.
An impossible situation now for Luzak as the bases are loaded with no outs, and top of the order trying to tee off here with Bryce Greenlee looking for his first hit of the day. First pitch coming in. Luzak able to settle down and find the zone for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, the time fouled off and goes down 0-2 in the count. The 0-2. That time just making contact on it was Lesher for a foul. Luzak's pitch count now up to 73. Trying to work his way out of a bases loaded, no outs jam. Saying another 0-2 up here to Lesher, to Greenlee, excuse me. This time staying in the infield. Luzak's trying to get out of here with as little damage as possible. First pitch coming in. Couldn't be ruled a ball. The 1-0. Fouled off into the safety netting for strike 1. The 1-1 from Luzak. Home plate ump Brian Peterson will rule it ball 2, so Graber goes ahead up in the count. Two one lifted high, and it looks like he'll be out of play. Barely missing the bridge. And it'll be strike 2 for Graber.
I like how he just ended up just turtling.
Another 2-2 pitch coming in from Luzak, and that time able to get a big strikeout there to Graber. 5th strikeout of the day for Luzak, and it comes at a big time.
Baseman number 29, Joey Loin.
Eliminates the threat of a sac fly here for Joey Loynd, who's coming in 0 for 2, also with a strikeout back in the 1st. Luzak trying to work his way out of this jam to stay in scoring position with Lesher on second base and Ludman on third. First pitch from Luzak over to Loynd, misses for ball 1. Pitch 81 for Luzak. Got going to be a called strike 1. The 1-1. Luzak floats it over to the plate for strike 2. Count on 1-2. Pitch coming in from Luzak will be ruled foul. Send everybody back to their spots. Another 1-2 pitch coming in. This time popped up. Heading over to it is Bishop, making the play from second base, and the Tigers surrender a couple of runs, but able to do a work out of the jam. They find themselves down by 1. We come back here for the top of the 5th on Flow Sports. We are back live for the bottom of the 5th here on Flow Sports. Towson's offense trying to get to work after surrendering a couple of runs back in the top of that inning. They've only been able to crack Doug Moreau's for just 1 hit throughout forwards thus far. As Sweet Caroline gives way to Tay Robinson's walk-up song. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Robinson grounded out back in the 2nd. His Towson offense struggled throughout the year. They've been much better at home than on the road, though. Team overall really has been. They're 8-9 here at this park. It's a town and ballpark that's treated them very well this far. As Robinson misses on the first couple of pitches, goes down 0-2 in the count. The 0-2 from Morose. Time fastball missing outside for ball one.
He was at 62 to start meeting, so this is number 66 right here.
The 1-2 again missing in that same spot. And Robinson works his way back up to even the count up at 2 apiece. That one lifted high in a right field and foul from Robinson to stay alive in the at-bat. Another 2-2. That time going to stay in fair territory, and heading over to make the play at first base was Morose himself, and it'll be another leadoff hitter gone for the Tigers.
Second baseman, number 8, Casey Bishop.
Leave nobody on, and 1 out for Casey Bishop. Hoping to represent the equalizing run here for the Tigers. Bishop 0 for 1. Last took the plate back in the second inning. Watch a strike 1 across the plate here. Gonna swing on the 0-1. Oh, and looks like Lesher won't be able to make the play. He dropped it. And the Towson finally able to get a base runner reach on error there. Hoping that could be the break they need to tie this thing up as Casey Bishop's on at first base. Brad Lesher could not, just like Jordan Payton back in that last inning, just couldn't pick it up off the ground and to leave 1 on and 1 out for Jeremy Wagner.
That video is wild. It was so loud. So inside.
Wagner with a bit of an aggressive swing there, ended up fouling it off in 0-1. And Wagner, the big solo shot to start the scoring here back in the third inning. See how aggressively Doug Morose wants to pitch to him this time around. This time going to be lifted into left. And Wagner does it again! Jeremy Wagner puts the Tigers back up by 1 there. 3-2 this time. Going to be a 2-run shot over the left field wall. That's how aggressive Morose wanted to be to Wagner there. That time, Wagner able to lift Towson's offense back up top. It'll be Brian Heckelman now with nobody on and 1 out, hoping to add to Towson's lead. Couple of pitches from Morose over to Wagner split, to Heckelman, split. Jeremy Wagner 2 for 2 with 2 homers and 3 RBIs. He has been raking a day. His first 2 homers of the year. What a time for that to happen. There's another pitch there from Morose missed outside. It's going to leave Heckelman up 2-1 in the count. That time going to be staying in the infield. Keeping his foot on the bag was Ludman, and the Tigers down to last at bat to last out of the inning.
Left fielder number 2, Ryan Williamson.
Leave nobody on and 2 out for Ryan Williamson as Towson's back to the bottom of the order for the second time today. Williamson 0 for 1 on the day and what was a very competitive at-bat in his first plate appearance back in the third. He watches the first pitch miss outside for ball 1. Morose able to even the count up at 1 apiece with a strike. quickly working his way down to make it a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Williamson able to fight it off as he did in that in his first at bat. Another 1-2. This time going to stay into the very busy glove of Brett Lesher, right up to first base for the out. Towson only has 2 hits on the day thus far, but they're both 2 massive ones from Jeremy Wagner. He has him up by 1. When we come back here on Flow Sports.
After the 5th inning, the score.
Andrew Luzak back up to the mound with a 1-run lead to protect as Towson is set to kick off this top of the 6th inning up by 1 off a couple of big time shots from Jeremy Wagner. Luzak's thrown 84 pitches today. He had to work his way out of a bases loaded jam back in the top of the 5th.
Now batting the left fielder, number 17, Andrew Amato.
We'll keep an eye on how long they'll keep him in, how successful he can be a second time through this Delaware order, as Andrew Amato set to lead off. Missing outside for ball 1 there. We did see Max Simpson warming up in the bullpen a little earlier, as Luzak misses on the first couple of pitches. The 2-0 lifted into right, and it's going to fall for a hit, but it won't go for extra bases. Good work from the Towson outfield to keep Amato's put at first base, but able to get a leadoff single there for Amato's first hit of the day.
Now batting the second baseman, number 11, Chris Dangler.
We have 1 on, nobody out for Chris Dangler. 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a strikeout. Luzak was able to get him swinging on strike and able to get him swinging there. I was about to say that Luzak was able to get him swinging for a strikeout back in the 4th. Coming off the whiff on that last pitch. Count now even up at 1 apiece. And meanwhile, got to keep an eye on Amato at first base. 6 for 7 on stolen base opportunities thus far. The 1-1 fouled off as Amato was able to get a pretty good lead there up at first. Dangler down 1-2 in the count. The 1-2. Oh, fantastic play made there from second by Bishop. Able to make the play at first base. Bishop had a layout for that one. It's going to keep a runner off the base paths. Amato advances second, but Delaware now down.
Aiden Stewart.
Excuse me, that's going to be the first out for the inning for the Tigers. Leaves one in scoring position for Aiden Stewart, who's reached in both of his at-bats today, a hit, single back in the second, and reached on error back in the fifth. The first pitch from Luzak has been able to find his command in this inning, be able to get the strike one. The 0-1 fouled off by Stewart. The 0-2, that time just carried out of the zone for ball one. Another 1-2 pitch, and looks like Stewart was just able to get contact there. Luzak's count now slowly creeping up to the century mark. There's another 1-2 coming in. This time it's going to stay in play and safely into the glove of Stefano. Advancing over to third is Amato, so the Tigers able to put Delaware to their last out of the inning.
Now batting the catcher, number 31, Jose Armando Diaz.
As Jose Armando Diaz looks to try to tie this up and keep the inning alive for the Blue Hens. First pitch there from Luzak, missing outside for ball one. Couple of misses will put Diaz up 2-0 in the count. The 2-0 pitch. Luzak just unable to find the zone. It'll put Diaz up 3-0 in the count as Luzak gets set for a pitch number 100 on his afternoon. Diaz will calmly watch it down, go down the middle for strike one. So Luzak trying to find his command and get his way out of this inning with hopefully unscathed. 3-1 coming in. Diaz fouls it off, and count is now full. So 3-2 count with one on and two outs. Luzak's 3-2 pitch missing outside, and it's going to put Diaz up at first base. Runners on either corner. Heckelman steps out of his spot for a quick chat.
Now batting the first baseman, number 16, Eric Ludman.
Runners on either corner and two outs for Eric Ludman, trying to send Amato home to tie this up. Ludman was able to knock an RBI single back in his last appearance in the fifth. Looking to do the same here to knot it up at 3 apiece. Again, a couple of pitches missing outside, and looks like these last couple of at-bats, Luzak's really been trying to find that same spot in the zone off to the left, but just unable to get that call from home plate umpire Brian Peterson. That time, smacked on over to right field. Going to send Amato home, and we are knotted up at 3 again. Another RBI single from Eric Ludman has us tied up here in the 6th. Towson still searching for that last out as out comes Matt Tyner, and it looks like we'll see if Luzak's day is done. He's currently at 105 pitches now. And it appears that Luzak's day is done. Successful outing for him thus far, even though he slipped these last couple of innings. 105 pitches with 5 strikeouts, only 2 earned runs. He'll set the stage for Max Simpson coming in relief. So we'll give Max Simpson time to warm up here for the Tigers. We'll be back here on Flow Sports. Big spot here for Max Simpson coming in relief of Andrew Luzak. Going to make his 14th appearance on the year thus far for the junior out of Bethesda, Maryland. Last appearance was last Saturday, a 3-pitch effort against Stony Brook. Only gave up 1 earned run across 70 pitches thrown. Hoping to quiet down a Delaware lineup that has shown some life these last couple of innings against Luzak. Working their 6th hit of the day coming from the bat of Eric Ludman. Simpson's first batter face going to be Brett Lesher, who was able to knock in a single in his last at-bat in the 5th. 1 for 2 on the day thus far. As we do see Lesher stepping up to the batter's box, and we get set to resume. And again, Towson still was able to get 2 outs pretty early in this inning, but just could not get these last couple of hitters out from the Hens. As Simpson's first pitch of the day will just miss the zone for ball 1. One 0 pitch. This one will stay in the infield. Oh, excuse me, it's actually going to be fouled off. So instead, it will keep Lesher in the batter's box with the 1-1 count to work with. Simpson missing on that pitch there to make it a 2-1 count in Lesher's favor. Two 1 pitch. Lesher will watch it, and peace signs up as the count is now even at 2 apiece. The 2-2. This one will stay fair into Bishop's glove. He'll flip it over to second base. And the Tigers surrender 1 run, but they go down to the top of the 6th with a tie game tied at 3, and we come back here on Flow.
Fans, help the baseball team track down.
Doug Moreau's getting set for his third time around this Towson lineup here as we welcome you back to Sherholtz Park. Be leading off against Cole Stefano in what is a 3-3 ball game here at the bottom of the sixth. Moreau's only pitched 70s thus far today compared to his counterpart, Luzak, who pitched over 100 through 5. Giving up a couple of earned runs, namely to Jeremy Wagner, who's been the only batter that's been able to crack Moreau's thus far today. Cole Stefano hoping to reverse that trend from the leadoff spot.
Center fielder number 25, Cole Stefano.
Stefano 0 for 2 with a strikeout back in the third. Has the first pitch to him, missing well outside for ball 1.
Only at 80 pitches to start the game.
Mine didn't record pitches in one at bat because I was 71.
What's up?
It must have screwed up one of my counts. We'll have to look.
First couple of pitches missing outside. Stefano ahead 2-0 in the count. That time, Moreau was able to find the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, I had that at 73.
Yep. Yeah, that's 73. 70
The 2-1 from Moreau's, finding the zone and evening up the count up to 2 apiece. The 2-2 will leave it a full count for Stefano. There's a 3-2 pitch coming in. Stefano will swing through it. It'll nutmeg Moreau's and it'll send Stefano over to first base.
Now batting the shortstop, number 3, Jordan Payton.
Leadoff single for Towson as somebody other than Jeremy Wagner is finally heard from. Leave nobody out and 1 on for Jordan Payton batting second. And Payton showed bunt of that first pitch. He'll carry out foul.
You've been hanging around with someone too much.
Time out. Did you not think fried chicken was too gross?
No, I did.
Well, what did that have to do with it?
Because it also the blue hen.
That was such a Sammy comment.
Okay, I probably answered that chicken. Fried chicken is on.
Eric's reaction to that was great.
The 0-1 pitch coming in. That time the bunt attempt will stay fair. Flip it over to first base, and it'll put Stefano on at second.
That felt like a Sammy cue.
So 1 out, 1 in scoring position, and
The designated hitter number
a couple of big power bats coming here for the Tigers as Elijah Dickerson stepping up to the plate with Bryce Frederick on deck. Dickerson still looking for his first hit of the day. Has first pitch to him. Missing down low for ball 1.
I needed that laugh really badly, so thank you.
Pitch number 80 on the way from Moreau's. Takes a good look at Stefano at second and able to find the zone for strike 1. Stefano, the most dangerous base runner on this Towson team, 8 for 9 on stolen base attempts this year. As the 1-1 pitch comes in, it's going to be lifted over Stefano. And they'll be able to hold him off.
now batting the first baseman, number 26.
So it'll be Dickerson off the catch, and Bryce Frederick stepping up to the plate, trying to keep the inning alive for the Tigers with 2 outs. Frederick hitting .351 in 2-out situations this year as he watches the first pitch miss outside. The 1-0, that time missing outside. It's almost a wild pitch, but Diaz was able to catch up to it We'll leave it a 2-0 count for Frederick. The 2-0. That time, Frederick able to find the gap. Heading on over to home is Stefano. He'll easily score. And the Tigers go up by, take the lead back. Is a 2-out RBI single from Bryce Frederick. A big-time hit from Frederick there, and the Tigers needed it. You leave 1 on and 2 out for Tay Robinson. Fourth hit surrendered by Moroz today. As the first pitch over to Robinson, finding the zone for strike 1. Robinson sends this one into left center. And it's going to drop for another hit. Frederick heading on over to third. They'll wave him home. The throw at the plate. Frederick slides into home and is safe. Tigers go up by 2. It's an RBI double from Tay Robinson. And the Tigers getting some momentum offensively here with the 2-out situation. Casey Bishop now second at the plate, hoping to keep the party going. And both starting pitchers today really shut the door down for the first few innings, but really both offenses starting to heat up now. As it looks like we're going to be getting a mound visit here.
Bullpen for Delaware, number 28, Eli Atia. Was there a pitcher? No.
Eli Atia is warming up in the bullpen for Delaware. We'll see how long head coach Greg Mamula wants to keep Moroz in. Appears it's just a mound visit for now, as Moroz has had a bit of a tough time with these Towson hitters. His third time through this lineup. Looks like it'll be Moroz staying in for now, with the Tigers taking a 2-run lead here at the top, here in the bottom of the 6th. Casey Bishop was able to reach on error back in the 5th, hoping to do it on his own accord this time around. First pitch to him. Bishop swinging and missing on strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, hold that thought. Looks like Bishop called time. And we'll try to do this again. 0-1 pitch coming in from Moroz. Pitch number 88 for him is going to be a fastball, missing down and low for ball 1. The 1-1, ooh. Just barely missing Bishop down there. Make it a 2-1 count in his favor. Time Bishop swinging and missing on strike 2. Moroz hoping to get out of this inning. As the 2-2 pitch comes in, going to be ruled ball 3. Full count for Bishop. He'll swing on it. It's going to stay in the infield. We'll see if they can make the play in time. They will. And a very successful inning for the Tigers. Sees them going up by two. Max Simpson has some insurance to work with when we come back here on Flow Sports.
That's Carolina. Very good though.
Yeah, Johnson like farther back. They're like in
47. Yeah, 47. I thought we traded the Seattle pick to the Panthers. We traded our pick. Which kind of makes sense. I mean, if you're giving up Brian Burns and he was warning 2 for
Left
round.
field. New left fielder, Steve Rowland.
Back live from Sherholtz Park. Max Simpson looking for his first full inning of work here against this Blue Hens lineup, facing the top of the order with Bryce Greenlee leading off. Greenlee 0 for 3 on the day. Was able to knock in a sac fly in the 5th inning. Tigers able to add some insurance for Miss Simpson in that
Leading
bottom
off
of the 5th.
Center fielder number 1, Bryce Greenlee.
Stephen Zach at the top of the 7th, excuse me. First pitch going to miss outside for ball 1. Going to get a change in the defensive lineup for the Tigers as Steven Vrolik is now in at left field for Ryan Williamson. First couple of pitches from Simpson over to Greenlee split for 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, Greenlee swings at it. We'll see if this stays in play. It looks like it's going to go over the wall for strike to make another foul. A 1-2 count in Simpson's favor as he tries to get the leadoff hitter out for the Hens. That time the breaking ball misses outside to make it for ball 2. Two-two. That time Greenlee able to get some good contact on it, but able to make the play from short was Jordan Payton. So the Tigers do get the leadoff hitter out.
Now batting the right fielder number 22, Aaron Graber.
And Graber now taking the plate for the 4th time today, 0 for 3 thus far with a couple of strikeouts. First pitch over to him will stay in the infield. Dodges the glove. He might be able to get over to first base. He will. Reaching safely off the infield single is Graber. So leave 1 on and 1 out for
Now batting the
Jeremy
third
Lloyd.
baseman, number
Joey
29,
Lloyd, excuse me.
Joey Lloyd.
Joey Lloyd again 0 for 3 on the day thus far. Struck out back in the 4th, and we'll also should probably keep an eye on Aaron Graber, who's 4 for 6 on stolen base opportunities thus far. Lloyd able to reach safely on first base, so a couple of back-to-back singles for the Blue Hens. Has a couple base runners on.
Now batting the left fielder number 17, Andrew Amato.
Andrew Amato hoping to keep the 1-out momentum going.
You guys have middle, second, early third.
2 on and 1 out for Amato, who takes a hack at the first pitch and takes to the safety netting for strike 1. A lot of speed on the base pass right now for the Blue Hens. Both Lloyd and Graber have 6 stolen bases on the year. As this pitch will be lifted foul in the opposite direction over to the right. Amato goes down 0-2 in the count. Simpson's 0-2 pitch lifted into left. Chasing after it is Rolick. And that one carried into foul territory. So pretty good contact there from Amato. Jess couldn't pull it a little bit further to the right. Steps back in the batter's box, down 0-2 in the count.
Warming up in the bullpen for Towson, number 47, Luis Rivera.
Simpson missing on the 0-2 outside to the left. It looks like Luis Rivera is warming up in the bullpen for the Tigers. This one going to challenge Heckelman, and it looks like it's going to advance the runners over to scoring position. So 1 out, 2 in scoring position off the wild pitch. It'll be Graber heading on over to third base.
You got pass balls, right?
So Amato now evens the count up at 2 apiece. Now going up full in the count. It is a 3-2 count as Amato is well in position to try to tie things up for the Pens. Three-two. Skies it high. Heading on over. Looks like Stefano will call it. Try to make the throw over from center, but Graber easily crossing over to make it a 5-4 ball game. So they will rule it an unearned run off a sac fly from Amato. Leaves it 5-4.
Now batting the second baseman, number 11, Chris Dangler.
He's 1 on and 1 out for Chris Dangler. First pitch, Simpson able to get Dangler swinging and missing. Dangler 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a strikeout. Grounded out in his last appearance in the 6th. The 0-1, down the middle for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Able to find another gap, and looks like this is going to tie it up as Loin comes over from second base. They'll try to make the throw at home, but just off target to Heckelman, and we are knotted up here at the top of the 7th. A 2-out RBI single from Dangler has this game knotted up. And like I said at the top of the show, these two teams have some of the worst ERAs in the conference, and didn't look like it back in the through the first few innings, but both these offenses are really starting to wake up now. As Simpson's first pitch over to Aiden Stewart, able to find the zone for strike 1. Simpson picking off Dangler up at first base. It's a 0-1 count for Stewart, who is 1 for 3 on the day, reached on error in the 5th and was able to knock in a single back in the 2nd. This time around, it'll be a ground ball. The throw made there by Jordan Payton over to first base. The Tigers surrender a couple. We are knotted up at 5 again when we come back here on Flow Sports.
So yeah, Graper is coming in pitch for the Blue Hens, number 28, Eli Atia.
New pitcher out for the Blue Hens here as we welcome you back to Sherholtz Park. Doug Moreau's day is done. Eli Atia now taking the mound in relief. Hoping to have much better success against Jeremy Wagner than Moreau's did. Moreau's leading off for the Tigers. Decent day for him thus far. 2 for 2 with a couple of homers and 3 RBIs. He's been the main source of Towson's offense thus far today. Hoping to keep things going as the game has opened up a little bit. Teams were almost scoreless through the first 4 innings. It was only Wagner's homer that really broke things up. That was the only score of note. But in these last 3 innings, Towson and Delaware have gone. Towson and Delaware have been able to trade runs back and forth these last 3 innings. Wagner hoping to keep that trend going as we are knotted up at 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. Atia's first pitch, Wagner takes a swing at it, missing for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, that time Wagner going to watch it for ball 1, count even up at 1 apiece. The 1-1. Missing up high, and Wagner goes up 2-1 in the count. 2-1, Wagner will lift it, and this time around, it stays in the park from his bat. Welcome sight for Delaware, and they hope to get the leadoff hitter out.
Now batting the catcher, number 17, Brian Heckelman.
Brian Heckelman now taking the plate for the Tigers. Heckelman 0 for 2 on the day with a couple of ground outs. That first pitch from Atia over to him, missed outside. The 1-0. Atia able to find the zone and make it 1-1. Heckelman fouls off a pitch into safety netting to make it a 1-2 count. Another 1-2, missing down low. Count even at 2 apiece. Good take from Heckelman. We'll load the count up at full for him. Full count with only 1 out. See how aggressive he wants to be here. As the 3-2 comes in from Atia, Heckelman swings on it. And he'll reach base safely with his first hit of the day. It was a 1-out single for Brian Heckelman.
Now batting the left fielder, number 19, Steven Vrolik.
So we will now reach the bottom of the order with Steven Vrolik coming off the bench for his first appearance of the day. 25th at bat of the year for him thus far. Hoping to stay alive here and leaves Cole Stefano with a couple of base runners when we get back to the top of the Towson order. First couple of pitches split. It's 1-1 count for Atia. The 1-1. Misses down low to make it a 2-1 count.
North of 2, I would say. I don't know. Give me a number.
205.
2-1 pitch, an aggressive swing from Vrolik misses. Count even up at 2 apiece.
That's fair. What are you on the 9?
The 2-2 Vrolik again takes a swing at it, and it's going to punch him out. Towson down to their last out of the inning.
Now batting the center fielder, number 25, Cole Stefano. 237.
So to leave 1 on and 2 out for Cole Stefano, who in his last appearance was able to knock in a single. 1 for 3 on the day with a strikeout back in the third. Towson trying to get the offense back working as we are knotted up at 5 here, the bottom of the 7th. Stefano quickly goes down 0-2 in the count. The 0-2 pitch, Stefano takes a swing at it, but it's going to head on over to the bridge for a foul ball. Be another 0-2 coming in from Atia. Stefano will watch it. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Stefano lifts it into the left. Challenged Joy Loined a little bit, but able to make the catch, and Towson scoreless for the first time since the 4th inning. Delaware trying to take advantage of it when we come back here on Flow Sports.
After the 7th inning, the score is Towson 5, Delaware 5.
Towson reaching into the bullpen as we get set for the top of the 8th here from Sherholtz Park. Luis Rivera taking them out now, looking to hold the door down here for the Tigers. Luis Rivera's last appearance, a couple of 1 and 2 innings pitched outings against Stony Brook last week. Hoping to shut the door down here on a Delaware lineup that has woken up these last 3 innings, be able to put up 5 runs across there. He'll be leading off against Jose Armando Diaz, who is 1 for 2 on the day with a hit and a walk in the 6th inning.
Catcher number 31, Jose Armando Diaz.
Rivera's first pitch. Breaking ball that missed outside for ball one. The 1-0 that time found the zone. It's going to be popped up high. Stefano heading on over. Looks like Vrolik calls it off from left field, and they get the leadoff hitter out.
Now batting the first baseman, number 16, Eric Ludman.
Approaching the bottom of the order now with Eric Ludman taking the play for the Pens. First pitch. Rivera throwing some heat here these first couple of pitches. Be able to find the zone for strike one. That time able to get Ludman swinging. Count is at 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Good contact made, and Ludman able to reach base safely. 3 straight singles for Eric Ludman. That time, not the RBI variety. He's been a big part in getting this Delaware offense back on track, representing the lead run here for the Blue Hens.
Warming up in the bullpen for Towson, number 20, Bobby Spencer.
Rivera now setting up against Brett Lesher, who's 1 for 3 on the day, struck out in his first appearance back in this third. Was able to knock in a single in the fifth. First pitch from Rivera to him, finding the zone for strike one. The 0-1, Ludman will go. That's going to be a hit, and they'll try to send him over to third. Runners on either corner, and Brett Lesher gets Delaware back to the top of the order with only 1 out, 2 base runners on.
Center fielder number 1, Bryce Greenlee.
And Bryce Greenlee looking to put the Blue Hens back up top. Greenlee showed bunt on that first pitch, fouled it off. Heckelman heading on over to a quick chat with Rivera. Heading back over to his catcher spot. The 0-1, Greenlee again showing bunt, trying to advance Ludman over from home. Goes down 0-2 in the count. That time, Ludman swings at it and leaves in foul. Another 0-2 pitch, getting set from Rivera. And another foul ball from Ludman. Ludman fouling off 4 straight after going down 0-2 in the count. Another 0-2 pitch. This time looks like it's going to nope, going to curve out foul again. Frederick couldn't get up to it. It's foul ball number 5 as Ludman is fighting his way through this at-bat. Greenlee, excuse me. Another 0-2 to Greenlee from Rivera. That time, Greenlee had to dodge out of it. It's going to be the first ball. The 1-2 pitch. Going to be lifted into left. And it's going to go off the wall. It's going to score at least one as Ludman will cross third. Sliding in is Greenlee, and it's an RBI double to put Delaware back up top. So Greenlee fouls off pitch after pitch after pitch until he sees the one he likes and is able to do some damage here as the Tigers go down by one. Going to get a mound visit here. See Mike Ruppenthal heading on over for a shot with Rivera. As puts Towson to jam, 2 in scoring position with Greenlee and Lesher on second and third. As Ruppenthal heads back over to the dugout. Looks like they'll try to let Rivera work his way out of this jam. One that's seen Delaware go back up by take back the lead.
Now batting the right fielder, number 22, Aaron Graber.
Be Aaron Graber taking the plate, 1 for 4 on the day thus far. Singled in his last at bat in the 7th. Rivera hoping to minimize the damage as his first pitch to Graber misses outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Lifted foul for strike 1. The 1-1 pitch will stay in the infield, and it's going to go over Jordan Payton's glove. One runner will cross. It looks like Greenlee and Lesher both able to get past home plate. And Delaware now goes up 8-5.
Now batting the third
Going to be
number 29, Joey Long.
a very damaging single there from Aaron Graber. And still only leaves one out for the Blue Hens as Joey Loyne takes the plate. Loyne was able to knock in his first hit of the day in his 7th with a single. First pitch over to him. They're going to try to make the throw at home at second. Reaching safely is Aaron Graber for his 7th stolen base of the year. So 1 on, 1 in scoring position for the Hens. Rivera missing outside, down and right for ball 2.
Keep your comment to yourself.
2-0 pitch, got Loyne swinging and missing for strike 1.
There's another video of it that's super wild. It's a silent tornado. There's a silent tornado.
Loyne lifts this one deep in the left. That'll be a fly ball that'll safely go into Vrolik's glove. It'll keep Graber up at second.
Now
So
batting
Towson-
the left fielder, number 17, Andrew Amato.
Tigers able to coax out the second out of the inning as Andrew Amato takes the plate. Amato 1 for 3 on the day, was able to knock in a sac fly in the 7th. First pitch to him will advance Graber on over to third base. So the wild pitch will put a runner on at third for the Hens, trying to extend their lead more, try to give Atia a little bit more insurance when Towson comes back out for the bottom of the eighth. As first couple of pitches from Roberto Amato split, he's up ahead 2-0 in the count. 2-0 lifted high. Payton will call it off and make the play from short. Towson surrenders 3. They find themselves down by 3 when we come back for the bottom of the eighth on Flow Sports. Towson's offense taking the play for the bottom of the eighth with a lot of work to do. After giving up 3 to Delaware, they find themselves down 8-5. With just an inning and a half left to go here from Sherholtz Park. It'll be Jordan Payton leading off for the Tigers here. Payton 0 for 2 on the day thus far. Knocked in a sac fly back in the sixth. These two teams enter today with some of the worst pitching numbers across CAA this year. And again, like I said earlier, it did not look it that way the first 4 innings. Towson had a 1-0 lead carrying into the 5th, but that's when this game opened up a little bit, and Towson hoping to ride that wave a little bit to try to get themselves back into it. The first pitch from Atia, who had a very solid first inning of work, missing outside for ball 1. Eli Atia only surrendered 1 hit and was able to strike out a hitter back in that first inning he pitched. Leaving Payton up 2-0 in the count as the first couple of pitches missed outside. 2-0 coming in, and Payton will watch strike 1 across the plate. Tia working his way through this at-bat quickly. It's a 2-2 count for Payton to work with. The 2-2 pitch coming in. Payton will watch ball 3 miss outside and leave the count up at full. The 3-2. That one looks like it actually going to end up hitting Payton, so it's going to be a leadoff walk for number 3 in white. Nobody out and 1 on for Elijah Dickerson.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 12, Elijah Dickerson. Hit by pitch. Okay.
So the hit by pitch leaves the runner on for Elijah Dickerson. First pitch to him, going to be a wild pitch, and it's going to send Payton on over to second. So Dickerson goes up 1-0 in the count, still looking for his first hit of the day. He's 0 for 3 thus far. This will be a big time to do it now with a runner in scoring position. The 1-0 pitch, lifted into right, and it's going to just fall past the wall. Payton will score. Dickerson heading on over to second, and it is an RBI double for Elijah Dickerson to cut the lead back down to 2. Like I said, a big time for Dickerson to get on the board with his first hit of the day. This Towson offense still a lot of time to work with, no outs, and leaves 1 in scoring position for Bryce Frederick. Bryce Frederick was able to knock in an RBI of his own back in the 6th. He was able to knock a single through. This time it's going to be a ground ball heading over to Lesher. Easy throw made there at first base over to Ludman.
Now batting the third baseman, number 7, Tay Robinson.
Tay Robinson now taking the plate for the Tigers. One on second. First pitch to him from Mattia, missing outside for ball 1. Time Robinson chased there and could not find it. It will be strike 1. Robinson was able to knock in an RBI double in his last appearance in the 6th. 1 for 3 on the day thus far. Tia misses with the 1-1, and we'll put Robinson head in the count.
No, I have to do it myself, but I also have to change the count and everything for the scoreboard. That's what I meant.
2-1 pitch. Robinson gets contact, and it's going to be, looks like he'll stay in play. It's going to be an out in foul territory from Aaron Graber, able to make it out in right field. It'll leave Dickerson up at second base.
Now batting the second baseman, number 8, Casey Bishop.
Towson down to their last out of the inning with Casey Bishop taking the plate. Tigers getting close to the bottom of the order here. First pitch to Bishop, right down the middle for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Lifted into foul territory. It's notes as Bishop goes down 0-2 in the count. The 0-2 a fastball from Mattia, missing down low. The 1-2. This one's going to be a ground ball. Lesher making the play over. It's a great throw to first base. Towson able to add 1, but they're trying to keep Delaware from adding insurance. When we come back here for the top of the 9th on Flow Sports.
After the 8th inning. Kyle Lemons.
Back live for the top of the 9th here at Flow Sports. A big spot for the freshman, Kyle Lemons, taking them out for the Tigers here in a safe situation. Well, not a safe situation, but trying to keep the lid on Delaware, trying to add some insurance. They find themselves up by 2 here at the top of this 9th. A 3-run outing in their last inning in the top of the 8th has them in pole position to try to close this game out. Emmons will be facing the heart of this Delaware lineup with Dangler set to lead off for the Blue Hens. Dangler 1 for 3 on the day, was able to knock in an RBI single his last appearance in the 7th.
Leading off the second baseman, number 11, Chris Dangler.
We'll see how Chris Dangler does his first time around against Emmons, the freshman out of Pasadena, Maryland. First pitch to him, Emmons able to find the zone for strike one. Count even at 1 apiece now, as Emmons able to get Dangler swinging on strike 2. Chris Dangler goes down 1-2 in the count. The 1-2 pitch. Lifted high into foul territory. Oh, right off the side of Bird to call. Another 1-2 pitch from Emmons. Fastball just couldn't find the zone. It's going to leave the count up at 2 apiece. The 2-2. Able to find the zone for the first strikeout. Kyle Emmons coming off the bench, able to get the leadoff hitter out. It's going to be a called strike 3. 1 hitter, 1 out, and Aiden Stewart coming up to the plate for the Blue Hens.
Hitter number 5, Aiden Stewart.
First pitch to Stewart. This time going to go over to the left. And over the wall, it looks like Aiden Stewart adds 1 to the board for the Blue Hens. Opening things up a little bit for Delaware. Looked like Rolick made a good effort from at left field, but just over his glove, over the wall. Blue Hens go back up by 3.
Now batting the catcher, number 31, Jose Armando Diaz.
Jose Armando Diaz now hoping to keep momentum alive for the Hens. First pitch to him, finds the zone for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, that time finding Robinson's glove, play made over to first base. Blue Hens down through the last out of the inning.
Pinch hitter? Yes. I have Ludman out, yeah.
So we're going to be seeing a pinch hitter on for the Blue Hens. I see number 7, Aiden Kane, taking the plate. Looks like it will be Kane pinch hitting for Ludman, but the field swing at the first pitch. An unceremonious tag out at first base, and off the solo shot from the Blue Hens is the only hit that will be able to get this inning, but might be all they need as they go up by 3, trying to shut this thing down. We come back here for the bottom of the 9th on Flow Sports. Time winding down here. We are set for the bottom of the ninth at Sherholtz Park. Towson's offense must score at least 3 to keep this thing alive as they find themselves down 9-6. Leading off, it's been Jeremy Wagner, who has been, again, having a very productive day. A couple of homers on his ledger. Flew out in the ninth.
Leading off, the right fielder, number 5, Jeremy Wagner.
The offense needs to work quickly here to keep Towson back in this game, and if anyone could do it today, it's been number 5 in white.
I guess we wouldn't really have a way to see that.
I'm just going to answer, Coach.
Hoping to continue a fantastic day for him as he'll watch strike 1 across the plate. Eli Tia has been very solid through 2 innings pitched, only giving up 1 earned run. Just a couple of pitches will split, make it a 1-1 count. As the 1-1 comes in, Wagner with an aggressive swing. It's going to be strike 2. Wagner going to call time for Eli Tio sends out 1-2 pitch.
Automatic ball.
It's actually going to be ruled an automatic ball. So
Clock violation.
pitch clock violation leaves it a 2-2 count for Wagner. As Greg Mamula not happy with the call, is having I'm assuming is a very friendly conversation with home plate ump Brian Peterson.
Yeah, that didn't feel like a pitch clock violation. It did, to be honest. I felt quick. That was very quick.
Count stays even at 2 apiece. Peterson back behind Diaz. And the 2-2 pitch coming in from Atia. Wagner swings on it. It's going to be strike 3. So Atia with a big strikeout to get the leadoff hitter out. Leaves Brian Heckelman on as he'll be the bottom of the Towson order, tasked with keeping this game alive. Heckelman was able to single back in the 7th. First pitch, Atia again finding the zone very well. These first couple of innings pitched. The 0-1, that time missing the zone for ball 1. Heckelman goes ahead 2-1 in the count. She comes in, missing outside. Heckelman now up 3-1. Three-one pitch. Heckelman swings on it. Popped up into left. Easy catch made there in left field by Amato, and Towson is now down through the last out. Will be the junior Chris Akers pinch hitting now from the 9 spot. Towson's hopes fading fast.
He had no point turn. Or he even wrote it in his car. You just hear vibes.
Aggressive swing there from Akers, missing for strike 1. The 0-1. Able to find the zone for strike 2.
Put it this way, I might ask Greg just to be safe, but now I think we are.
The 0-2 pitch. That time Akers sends it into left. It is going long, and it is out of here for a homer. Chris Akers, Towson is not out of it just yet. It is 9-7 off of the solo blast from number 13 in white. A 2-out homer keeps Towson alive in the latter stages of this game.
Now batting the center fielder, number 25, Cole Stefano.
Back up to the top of the order is Cole Stefano as Towson down to their last breath here. Stefano 1 for 4 on the day with a strikeout, singled back in the 6th. The 0-1 stays ground. And this one is over. Play made there by Lesher. And Delaware able to hold off a Towson comeback. They win this one by a score of 9-7, moving to 21-19 on the year, 9-7 in CAA play, depending on what happens in William Mary's game later on. They'll hoping to take control of fifth in the conference.
21-19.
Towson's our next telecast here from Sherholtz Park will be on Tuesday, April 30th, against the Maryland Terrapins right here on Flow Sports. Until then, I'm Cleo Dwyer saying thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you all next time.